back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Now for today's video, because we're at the end of January, which I just have to say, how long was January? It just felt like a whole year in itself. During the beginning of January, it's also exciting, like new year, new me, woohoo. And by the 10th of January, I was done. I was exhausted. I was like, can we be done with this year already? I just need to feel that new year excitement once more. And that's not gonna happen for the next 12 months. So I was just so done. And I don't know if it's just me or are you on the same page as well. Let me know down in the comment section. But what I was trying to say is, because we're at the end of January, I wanted to share my empties with you all, and I do have quite a few empties. I don't have as many as I generally do, because a lot of times I have a lot of usage on products and I then have to use them a couple of times to finish them off. But this time around I was focusing on a lot of newer products as well, so it took me a little longer in finishing some of my products up. But with that being said, I will be talking you through everything I feel about these products, because once you use something in completion, then you know much more about your feelings regarding that product. So I'll be giving you guys complete reviews on everything. I will be talking through everything. Whew, that was a very winded intro. Let me just get to the point now. So if you want to see my empties and if you also want to see my reviews on all of those, then please keep on watching. As always, I will be dividing my video into categories, so you can skip on to any category that your little heart desires, but I'll be starting off with hair care. I just like to start off my empties video with hair care. I have no rhyme or reason for it, so I can't explain it to you, but I just like it that way. So the first hair care product I ended up emptying comes from Love Beauty and Planet. It's their olive oil and peptide bond repair shampoo, and I really like this one. I've talked about this one previously as well, and this is such a beautiful shampoo. It made my hair feel so soft, so nourished, so moisturized. It gave it some life, some oomph. Now I can't really talk about the bond repair aspect honestly, because I have very split end prone hair. No matter whatever I do, my hair just splits really easily and I have to trim it off. Nothing else really works for me, and it's very difficult to see bond repair as well. But when you talk about just the feel of your hair post shampooing, this one feels so nice. It also has a complementing mask to it, which I absolutely love and highly recommend. Definitely check this shampoo out. If you have hair that's very dry, very limp, very lifeless, you would absolutely love it. The second shampoo I emptied up comes from Vilvah. It is their Goatmilk shampoo, and I again really like this shampoo as well, but I didn't feel it was as moisturizing as the Love Beauty and Planet one. This also is moisturizing, but this is also great for people who already have slightly oilier hair or hair that gets weighed down really easily. If you have hair that feels very, chip types, then this is going to be something you will absolutely love. So I use this on days when I wanted to curl my hair, to give it a slight bit texture, to make sure that my hair can actually retain some curls, because my hair cannot hold a curl to save its life. I'm not even kidding you, that is the case with me. But this again is a really good shampoo. It was slightly on the thicker side, so I had to water it down, but I really like this shampoo as well. Again, it's for different texture, different hair type and all of that, different needs, but it was a nice shampoo nonetheless. And the last hair care empty I have comes from Wishcare. It's their multi-peptide anti-hairfall conditioner, and I have talked about the shampoo earlier. I absolutely love the shampoo. The conditioner was okayish. I didn't really like it that much. I'm not saying it's a bad conditioner, but first of all, a conditioner and anti-hairfall does not go in my brain, because this is not going on my scalp anyway. So I don't know how it's supposed to like work against hairfall. Plus, secondly, the fact that I don't have crazy hairfall to begin with, so I really can't comment on that. The shampoo was beautiful. It was very smoothing and nourishing on the hair. Again, I talked about the shampoo in one of my empties previously, and I did say that I can't comment on the anti-hair fall aspect of it. But the same with the conditioner. The conditioner is very okay. I would highly suggest the shampoo. The conditioner you can probably also skip on. Alrighty, now it's time to talk about some Shea Gel empties. And I say empties because I have two of them and not one of them. I generally have a lot of them because I just love my bathing routine. I just love to feel nourished and pampered in the shower. But I finished two in this month. The first one comes from L'Occitane. This is their shower creme, and the name is very self-explanatory as to why I use this in January. I have dry skin type, so a shower creme like this made absolute sense in my brain, but I felt very okay about the shower gel. Like, it was a little too thick, a little too cream-like for my preference. It did not lather up at all, and I understand it's meant for sensitive skin, so it's not supposed to give you the most amount of foam, but I need a little bit of lather just to feel clean. It's something that's mentally wrong with me, I feel like. But if it doesn't lather up even a little bit, I feel like, oh my god, something's not right. I'm just rubbing on a moisturizer onto myself. So I wasn't the most impressed with it. It was an okay shower gel. I really wouldn't recommend it that much. If you're someone who's not a fan of lather, then maybe, but I could skip this one, and I would suggest you to skip this one as well. The second shower gel, however, that I finished up comes from Plum BodyLovin. It's their Hawaiian Rumba shower gel, and I have talked about this so many times that I feel I don't even need to tell you how much I love it. It's a beautiful shower gel, and I know you would be thinking, this is a summer fragrance through and through. Why did you use this up in the winter time? I am sometimes like that. I do be weird sometimes like that. I just like the feeling of having a little bit something more pick me up. Like I wanted to go for a more warmer fragrance and I could have used their vanilla one, but I was just like, you know what? I just want to pick me up in the morning. So a little summery fragrance won't hurt me. Generally, I go with fragrances according to the weather and everything, but this just made sense in my brain and I just use it up and I love this one. I love their formulation. They're gel based, so they're very, very, very gentle on the skin and they're not too much, not too less, just the right combination of moisturizing, hydrating, and cleansing. I only have one face wash empty because it's a huge face wash empty and I was using just this throughout the winter season and it comes from Laneige. It is their Water Bank Hyaluronic Acid Cleansing Gel and I really liked it. But I have to say it's a very basic cleansing gel. There is nothing too much extra to it. It's just a moisturizing gel based face cleanser and you probably can get something like this very similar to this in a much more affordable category as well. But I was enjoying this one so much. It's very, very gentle on the skin, does not strip your skin down, but doesn't feel too overwhelming as well. You guys know I absolutely hate creamy face washes that do not lather up and they often end up breaking me out. So this is something I prefer all throughout the year, no matter what season it is, because gels are just so much more gentler on the skin. So this one is something I really like. And if you don't mind splurging on a basic ass face wash, then you can definitely try this one out. Now I have one actual hand wash empty, and the reason I'm saying an actual hand wash empty is because I'm known to use my older shower gels as hand washes and that works perfectly well. Plus I've also been loving the Godrej hand washes that comes in a sachet and you can make your own by adding water to it. That just feels a lot more sustainable as well because you're not buying packaging over and over again. But as I said, I finished one hand wash up and that comes from Colorbar. It is their Floral Breeze Gentle Cleansing Hand Wash, and truth be told, the actual product of this one was finished way ago, but I was refilling this up as I said with my other shower gel, so I completely forgot to show this one to you. But it was a basic gel based hand wash. There's nothing too special to it and I absolutely feel like you can get just one, nice bottle and packaging and then just refill it up with different shower gels or whatever it is that your heart desires to wash your hands. But I washed my hands super frequently, so I always need a lot of hand wash around the house because that's just who I am as a person. I literally feel like sometimes the dryness on my hands is only because of how much I wash them, and that's an actual thing. Like you can look it up. Like your hands can develop rashes and all of that because of over excessive washing, and I think I'm on that path. Somewhere I'm on that path. So that's why I also need a lot of hand cream to balance that out. It's a crazy vicious cycle that I'm honestly, I'm just like, I am fixed into that cycle. But I finished this one up and it was a basic hand wash, nothing too halabloo about it. Time for some body butters because you very well know January meant over excessive use of body butters, lotions, and all of that. So the first one comes from Superdrug. It is their cherry and macadamia body butter. It was a nice, thick, luxuriant body butter, but the only thing I would probably change is the fragrance of this one because it is so much more leaning towards cherry than macadamia, so it becomes a little nauseating after a while. Personally, for me, fruity fragrances are not my thing. I like more woody, more vanilla, more, calmer fragrances. Fruity just feels a little nauseating, so this was a little too much for my preference. I would have preferred it was nicely balanced out with macadamia, which would have been much more nuttier, but that's not the case. When I just talk about the texture, it was a nice, thick, basic body butter, and because it's super affordable, you can definitely try out. You can check out other variants because Superdrug overall is affordable, plus it's available in India now as well, so that's always a yay. The second body butter I finished comes from Forest Essential. It is their ultra rich body lotion in the variant Indian Rose Absolute, and I absolutely love this one. Now this one was much more lightweight. It is a thinner formulation. It's not a thick body butter, and obviously because it comes in a pump, it can't be like a thick body butter anyway, but this just smells so divine anyway. Like Indian Rose, Kanauj Gulab, and all of those fragrances are right up my alley. I love the fragrance of a Desi Gulab. I'm not a Western Rose kind of a girl because those don't even have any fragrance in them, but Desi Gulab, so good. And this just smells delicious. It's such a beautiful fragrance. I highly recommend it just for the fragrance, but also because this body lotion does not feel heavy or sticky on the body. It just moisturizes your body, does the job, and it doesn't make you feel icky bicky about yourself. Alrighty, and then the third and last body lotion I finished comes from Russ. It's their Nourish Ceramide body lotion. This is a travel size and I used it up while I was traveling. I was traveling during the later part of December and the early part of January, so I carry like travel sizes products like these. So if I empty out something, then I don't have to carry back like a full size product. If I've shopped from there, then it reduces my weight as well. In my brain, that just makes sense, and I can also throw them away there if I feel like I don't want to carry even just this little bit of tiny weight with me. But coming back to this product, because I know you're here for the review and not why I get travel with travel size products, right? This was a very nice body lotion, although, however, what I feel is the packaging is a little inconvenient because this plastic is not malleable at all. So you literally have to like go like this to get some lotion out. The lotion in itself is really nice, but because it's slightly on the thicker side, you do have to work it in for quite a nice amount of time to get some body lotion out, especially after it wears down to somewhere you can't even like dig it out, right? So that's something I would want the Rust team to work on if they plan to like sell their travel size products more frequently, because it's a little inconvenient, just a little inconvenient, but the product in itself is really, really nice. Next up, I'm going to be talking about my perfume empties, and this was such a good month for my mini and travel size perfumes. And you guys know I absolutely love that packaging size because I feel it's perfect to try out before investing in a fuller size product, because you don't want to invest into a perfume that you won't end up liking, and perfume can get really expensive. However, the empties that I have are much more affordable, so you can even go for the fuller size if your heart desires, depending on what I tell you about my experience with these empties. But before I move on to perfumes, I have something that goes before perfume that I feel is an essential. I'm talking about my Minimalist Underarm roll-on. It is their Nonapeptide plus AHA Underarm roll-on, and this is a slightly stronger formulation than the ones available in the market. You generally get about a 5% concentration, but this is a 6% concentration. However, it did not feel harsh on my skin at all. Now, I do have slightly sensitive underarms, and I do have to say that do not apply this on the day you shave, wax, or remove your hair, because it is going to burn. On other days, it's not going to burn, give you a itchiness, or give you, drying sensation. This just exfoliated my underarms beautifully, has no fragrance to it. So it's perfect to layer with fragrances that you want to stand out rather than getting mixed up with your deo and just not creating the best fragrance out there. This was a really nice underarm roll-on. I actually really enjoyed using it. The only thing that I did not find the best about it is the fact that I could not understand when it was over, because you can't see anything, and sometimes the product would come out like there's still a little bit right now, but I can't hear anything. So that was something that was a little, are you over, are you not? But other than that, I really enjoyed using this one. I feel smelling good is important, but not smelling bad is equally important, and this really helped me in that. Sometimes if you're not wearing a deo and you're smelling bad, even if you mask it up with different fragrances and everything, it just makes a very weird concoction, because the whole idea of a perfume is to mix with your sweat and your own body odor, be it good, be it bad, and then create a unique perfume for you. So if you have like bad body odor and then you just add perfume on top of that, it's not a good mix. So just use something like this to make sure your perfumes can actually stand out. And by that, we can segue into the perfume section now, and the first empty I have comes from Titan Skinn. It is the fragrance Celeste, and I know a lot of people love and swear by this, and I absolutely ended up falling in love with this one. I'm actually planning to buy a full size of this one now, because I've completely used this up. This was actually in my bag and I was using it all day, all night. It just gave me a fresh, zingy step and pep in my step and all of those things. Now, if you ask me to describe this perfume, it has a little floral, a little citrus note, a little bit of powderiness in there as well. I really, really like this perfume. It just felt very complex, well layered, but very sophisticated at the same time. It's not a young, fresh perfume that way, but it's a very sophisticated, very ladylike perfume. And now, because I'm 30, I can no longer say I'm about to turn 30, but now because I am 30, I need to be more ladylike, more sophisticated. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. There are some days when you just want to smell more, just ladylike, and that is, this perfume is perfect for that. Next up, I finished up this mini perfume from Miniso. I can't read the name. I think it says Meeting You, but this was a dupe for one of the Zara perfumes. I don't even remember the dupe name, like the actual product name now, but this one, it smells highly citrusy. Like, it's a very sweet citrusy fragrance, and I love citruses, and I love slightly sweeter citruses as well. It's such a beautiful fragrance, and I'll see if I want to pick up the full size of this one, and I'll also try to read up which Zara perfume it dupes, and I'll try to let you guys know about it as well. But the last two perfume empties I have, I don't even know the brand of these. These came in some PR, some gift form. But I have Musk, Amber, Saffron, and this is such a beautiful perfume. It has its logo right here, but I'll try to have the name up on the screen for you. But this was so good. You guys know Amber, Saffron, Musk. These are just names that are right up my alley. And this is a deep, dark, very woody, spicy perfume. It was perfect for the winter time. It just, honestly, for me, it's any time of the year, but especially for the winter time, it's so good. It's so spicy, so nutmeggy. I love this one so much. And the second one I have, it just says, oh, the parfum, nothing else, no name, no nothing. And this one, it has a very generic, very generic sasta perfume fragrance. If you know, you know. But I wasn't a fan of this one. I just finished it because there was not a lot in here. Okay, let's just say that there was not a lot in here, and I was like, it's still taking up space in my vanity, so I'll just use it up and be done with it. So I was using it around the house, nowhere special. But yes, those were all of the perfume empties I had. And now it's time for my skincare empties, and I actually don't have a lot of skincare empties, and that's a little surprising to me because I remember using a lot of skincare app, but it's not here. And now that I'm saying it out loud, I just remember that I emptied out a lot of sample size products while I was traveling, and I just kept it in a separate pouch, and it's not here. So that will just be added in February empties now because I'm not getting up. I'm way too cozy and comfortable right here. So February empties is when you'll see much more skincare empties than right now. But let's start with the empties that I do have with me right here. The first one comes from Klavuu. It is their pearlization marine collagen micro cleansing water. Basically, this was a micellar water, a beautiful one at it. It's so good. It cleanses your skin really nicely, and I know not a lot of people are on board with micellar waters. I absolutely love them. Anything that cleanses my skin and does it easily, I'm up for it, and this one does it beautifully. I've had this one for a while, and I was trying to not use it up completely, and I was saving this up for days when I was doing lip swatches or just had a lot of tough makeup on because it's just that good. And I just finished it up because I was working a lot. I was doing a lot of makeup and all of that during January, like December and in January. So this one got finished up. I'm really sad. I highly recommend this, and I would personally be repurchasing this one as well. The second micellar water I emptied comes from Bioderma. Again, as I just said, I was looking for easier cleansing solutions because washing my face at nighttime once my work was done and my makeup had to be taken off during winters wasn't the easiest task. And the last thing I wanted to do was wash my face 2 times with water after like removing my cleansing balm, then my face wash. So I just went to micellar waters, and Bioderma has been a cult classic favorite for a while. And I know a lot of you guys love it as well. I absolutely love it. I already have backups of this one. I don't even know how many bottles of this one I've already finished. It has been in my favorites and my empties for way too long now, so I absolutely highly recommend this. But if you want to save a little bit of money and get a very similar product, you can also look at Garnier, which is currently the micellar water that I am using right now. It is just lying in front of me, so just wanted to quickly show you. But yeah, Bioderma is great. If you want to invest in a micellar water, you can definitely look at this one. Then I finished up this Plum rice water and niacinamide serum because we are skipping on to serums now because I talked about my face wash earlier. Just realized I could have added face wash into this list and just made, lesser categories, but we're skipping on to serum, and I have the Plum rice water and niacinamide serum. As I just said, absolutely love this one. Have recommended this one so many times. I think this is my second serum empty. Even my mom loves this one. It's a milky serum that makes your skin feel so moisturized, so hydrated, and because it has niacinamide, it's so beautiful for the skin. It works on multiple different skin issues like pigmentation, skin texture, and everything else. It's just a beautiful serum, and it's not that expensive. If you can find it on a great discount, grab it, no questions asked. I mean, of course, you can be one of those people who don't end up falling in love with this one because skincare is subjective, but I highly recommend it, and I know a lot of you guys love it as well. If you do, then leave it in the comment section. Let other people know that you love it as well, and it's not just me. Alrighty. And the last empty I have is the only sample product I have because this is also a carryover. This was emptied back in November or somewhere like early December, and then I was like, I forgot to like keep it in the December empties. I think I did not do a December empty, so it would have been November. Basically, my skincare sample empties are kept in a separate pouch, and it just got lost in translation is what I'm trying to say. But I have the Innisfree Jeju Cherry Blossom Jelly Cream. Basic cream had a jelly bouncy texture. Innisfree does nice moisturizers. There's nothing too much to it. Like, it was a gel based moisturizer. Didn't really feel a huge difference, but honestly, the amount of product you get in here, you can't really feel a huge difference as well. Like, this packaging might look like a good size for a travel product, but it's half empty, you guys. It's half empty, so you don't really get a lot. There's 10 ml in here, and that wasn't enough for me to form my opinions about it. And now for the last category, I have my makeup empties, but I also have one accessory empty, and I'm not making a different category for it, so I'll just add it here. But I have 3 different makeup empties for you all, and that is huge for me. I honestly feel like emptying out makeup is the biggest accomplishment. I know I am exaggerating this, maybe getting a Padma Shri or something, but I'm just talking about my small, humble YouTuber, beauty YouTuber level. Emptying out a makeup product is a very big achievement. So let's start with the first one, and I have my K Beauty eyebrow pencil with me right here, and you just have to take my word for it because the pencil is somewhere in here. Basically, I was trying to sharpen it, but that wasn't happening, so I was like, you know what, I'll just close it back up and use a blade tomorrow to just get the sharpening done. There wasn't a lot of product anyway, but then I could never retrieve it because it just went completely in, and that's how it has been. So this is my K Beauty eyebrow pencil, and I really like this one. It was in my project pan as well. My only request to the K Beauty team would be to add a spoolie in here because this is such a beautiful eyebrow pencil, but I really miss a spoolie. spoolie. It's nice and waxy, it's nicely pigmented as well. Please, 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 K Beauty team, if you're watching this, add a spoolie in this. This would be a cult classic favorite product. I am not even kidding. I highly recommend it, but I do miss a spoolie. If a spoolie is a non-negotiable for you, it is for me as well. I just use something different for a spoolie, then you can definitely check this one out. But the next product I finished is the Root Cosmetics Eyebrow Gel Mascara, and this was the combination I was using for a while now and absolutely loving it. So I used to wear my K Beauty eyebrow pencil and then layer it with this eyebrow mascara, and it absolutely killed the eyebrow game. I really, really like this gel mascara, and the fact that it's so affordable as well. The packaging is completely busted, the mascara is completely dry, and I highly recommend it. If you're on the lookout for an affordable eyebrow mascara, you can definitely check this one out, and they do have a couple of different shades in here as well. Now I have to say that the packaging is slightly misleading in the fact that this is not the color of the mascara. It was slightly darker, but I did not mind that at all. I have black eyebrows, so I did not mind going slightly deeper. It's not black, but a slightly darker shade, and it's in opaque packaging, so you can't really see how much you have left in there. So you really can't make out if you finish it up or not. You just have to go by the feel of this feeling dry and not being able to work as well as it used to. But that is it. I was done with this gel mascara along with my K Beauty eyebrow pencil, and I was the happiest that they got done in tandem and not like separately, because this was a duo that I preferred using together. So I have that, and the last makeup empty I have is my Colourpop lippy stick. Another lippy stick. I told you guys that I'm really focusing on my lippy sticks as well. I just want to get done with them. I bought them because they were the hype, they were the shit back in the day, and I really want to make the most of the money that I've spent on it. And the shade that I finished is Cami. Again, you had to be there to know how much of overhyped shade this was. This wasn't an overhyped shade, it was a beautiful shade, and I've completely finished it up. Like, I've dug it up as well. Okay, I've dug it up. Lumiere, Cami, and a lot of other shades were just on everyone's wish list. It was a time to be present if you were a makeup lover, like that 2016, 17, 18 time. Oh my god, if you were a makeup lover, it was crazy. It was crazy out there. Things were getting sold out. Things were getting, like, people were fighting over stuff. So yeah, I finished Cami up and I'm so happy. I used to wear this even on days when I was not wearing any makeup. I use this as a blush as well, and it worked beautifully. And because it's a matte stick, it was very, very long lasting as well. It's a matte X formula, right? So matte X is even more matte than their normal matte formulation. So I finished that one up. I'm not really sure if Cami is there in their newer, reformed and just reformulated line. I'm not sure, but this was a beautiful color. I really liked it. And now for my last empty overall, as I told you guys, I have one accessory, and I was like, I'm not making a new category for this, so I'm compensating for that face wash category. I have my Olens lens box. This is the shade Russian Smoky Brown, I'm guessing. Yeah, Russian Smoky Brown. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you would know that suddenly I'm wearing a lot more lenses than I generally do, and that's not because I love the look of different eye colors and I love lenses and I don't like my own eye color. It's just that I have a lot of PR lenses, okay, and these are expiring soon. I think this one is expiring in 2025 itself. I'm not really sure. It was somewhere, like, I saw it and I was like, I don't want to waste it. I don't want to let something good go to waste. So I'm just using up the lenses that have their expiry in 2025, because I'm not wearing expired lenses. Like, I can wear expired makeup any day, all day, but expired lenses, not happening. But if I'm being completely honest with you, at the end of the day, my own eye color, my own eye feel and everything is the one that I feel the most comfortable, most beautiful, and most just best overall in. I am not a huge lens wearer because I feel that my eyes get very dry. I can't wear lenses very well, even after trying to wear them so frequently off late. I can't wear them the best, and just overall, I'm just more comfortable in my own eyeballs, I feel like. So yeah, I'm wearing these lenses, but it's only because I don't want them to go to waste. That is it. But yes, with that, I finished my empties. Those were all of the empties I had to share with you guys for the month of January. I hope this video was helpful for you. Oh, I just have to quickly tell you, I'm not saying that these lenses are bad. Olens are some of the most comfortable lenses I want. It's just my eyes that get very watery very easily, so I have to like wear lenses half an hour in advance. And it's a good fact that these are daily wear lenses, so if you're someone who's not a huge lens wearer, you can also still get it if you just want to wear lenses for like a big day, if you just want to switch up your look. I don't mind switching up my look. I'm not saying that I'm against lenses. I'm just clarifying, guys. I'm not trying to give explanations, but sometimes if you put any views out on the internet, people feel like you're against the other opinion. I'm not against lenses. I like to switch up my looks. I like to use lenses to get crazy makeup out there, but all I'm saying is, personally, I find my own eye color and the feel of my eyes are the best. So that is what I'm trying to say. Whew. With that being said, I was saying that I'm done with all of my empties, and I really hope you enjoyed all of these reviews and my empties. Let me know one product that you emptied out in January. I would love to know down in the comment section. But I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.